Some of the time I need to keep my big mouth shut. I think I just screwed myself today. Big time. I really wasn't expecting this. Not at all. They forecasted rain all day today until about 8 o'clock tonight. 75% chance of thunderstorms throughout the state of GA. Well, North Metro. Man. And I was out there cleaning yesterday in that heavenly spot when the clouds rolled in. And I said something, thinking that it wasn't going to happen. If it's going to be sunny tomorrow, I would definitely be coming back out. Whoops. I looked at the forecast. They changed it up like a Greg Maddox change up. Tom Glavine change up. Johan Santana change up. Right here, right now. And they're going to try to make us hit it again today. Dang, unexpected. And it's going to be sunny the rest of the day with hot winds.
Every hour on his way to Colorado. His friend set her up because she was golfing the other day and hit a golf ball out of play and they think it hit somebody's car. You'll hear a beautiful break on the next show.
Forgot something last night. One of the pieces of garbage I thought was cool. Why would I collect it though? Don't know. I can't believe I'm out the very next day. Well, I have to believe it because I kept my promise. Totally unexpected out in heaven, man. I tell you what, look at this. How? How did this happen? That's what I want to know. I mean, how did I forget the suntan lotion after I got burned yesterday? How is that even possible? I even told myself not forget it. I grabbed the water instead. You know those games that they play? Those mind games out here? I grabbed 2 bottles of water instead of 1 bottle of water and 1 can of suntan lotion. I got scorched yesterday. I did. Hence the pants. This is my first time on the kayak wearing pants, guys. It is. It's 68 right now. We're headed to 69. Hey, look at that white line. Reminds me of something. Maybe we should follow it. You know? That's a scary looking one too. And I don't mean scary in a bad way. It just looks extremely familiar to me. I mean, look at that curve right there. They're tracing out something. Man. Yeah, I watched the kayak last night. It took about 45 minutes to break out the brushes. Muscles are sore. They're extremely sore. The back muscles, neck muscles, biceps, triceps. And I got the socks on today too. Look, it's like we're going creek hunting, creek walking. We're not. We're going to go pick up the garbage like I promised them I would. It's weird how they do this kind of stuff though, guys. It's like a game in heaven, it is. Watch them say, it's your game. It's your game. You said something. You promised us you'd come back out and continue the effort if it was sunny outside. When they forecasted that thing to be storming up until like 8 o'clock tonight. Look at what they did to us today. I'm not going to say due to us, what they did to us. Let's just say look what they do for us so we can do for them, you know? If you promise the right things, they'll make good things happen. If you say the wrong things, something else happens. But look at that scene right there. Those fast moving clouds, 68. Like I said yesterday, it's like night and day and night, backwards and forwards. Creek walking shoes with the pants on and the socks. In the kayak. How? All a result of a promise. We'll see how many bags I can fill up today. I got the whole roll behind me. I think there's about 15. I don't think I'll make it that far. And plus, I can only get about 3 or 4 bags on the kayak. I trashed 4 of them at the dumpster at the complex. It was 4 trips alone just to trash those things. But we're in for it today when it comes to heaven. And we're going to continue to clean it up. Yeah, the wind's going to be high once we get around these turns right here. Look at the waves. I mean, I try to keep track of them. I knew what I was in for. That's okay. They'll just push us backwards faster when we try to come back with a big load of stuff, you know. But like I told you about that center of gravity, I got to maintain. One wrong move, I topple over. I don't want that to happen. They got me sitting still right now. Look at this. I'm not going forwards or backwards. Look at this. They want us to take pictures. Hold on, let me break out the camera. Beautiful. Got to get a head start on the kayak season. I'm looking at the white stuff though right here. You know, the stuff from the trees. Makes me wonder though. I know I talk about my EVPs a lot, the ones I document in the videos. In that one place I'm supposed to be finding the nickels. Today would have been a good day to go look for nickels, you know, with that new metal detector. My amateur butt. Trying to use a metal detector. It's a first time for everything, right? What if we're extremely successful the first time trying to look for that thing? But I'm looking at this right now, and I remember that EVP that I got when I went out looking a long time ago, and someone said something looks like snow. But when I got that EVP, it was like fall season, I think, or maybe like late summer, early fall of like a year and a half ago. And someone chimed in and said something looks like snow. Everything's a riddle to them out here. But they are so literal, it's not even funny. I tell you that every time in my videos. They are so literal when it comes to everything. I mean, it's like even down to like the way I talk, where I say something that can mean 3 different things, but it sounds the same, you know. But I'm looking at this line right here, this fine line that traces out the bank. And it goes in different patterns along the river as it meanders itself, you know, the collection of it, the line. But from a distance, it looks like snow. Man, this life is getting more scary. I'm afraid. I am. I'm truly scared of my own life. Look at those waves over there. Look at that high wind. what we're up against for like the next hour trying to get there. Yeah, looks like snow. I wonder if they're talking about this also. Besides that flaring plant that we saw back in March when we went out there looking for the truth out there with the nickels, trying to use my fake dowsing rods that never worked, and I lost them. And I lost them things. I lost the dowsing rods. But I found the spot where it looked like snow. The petals being dropped on the ground, you know. I'm trying to get this piece of garbage. It might take us forever to get down there, but you know, I was talking crazy trash yesterday. There better not be a used thing. Is that? That's weird. No, it's not a... Oh, it's a egg or something like that. It's got... Okay, well, that looked pretty nasty. I don't know what that was. It was filled with air. Whatever it was. Let's hope I don't catch anything. You can't trust some of the stuff you find, you know. You just can't. Something looks like snow. Welcome to heaven. Told you I was coming back. Nearly 24 hours later. It's about 2:41 right now, I think. About this time yesterday, I was headed back to get the bags. Try to do something right for the day. And it's going to be a weekend thing at the end of it, you know. Totally different, like night and day from yesterday. Look at how the sun comes through this heavenly spot now. Gorgeous. Not a piece of garbage in sight. On this side. Another pile is growing over here on this side about another 180 feet away. And it continues on around the curve. I think I missed something. Well, it's alright if I miss, you know, one or two. At least I see it now. Yeah. But it'd be nice to come out here 5 years from now and get stranded during a thunderstorm that lasts for a couple of hours, and I hunker down to take a nap and look around and realize that there's no garbage. It was heartbreaking 5, 6 years ago, I think it was, when it happened, when I came out here. And the only place I could get to was this during that time. And I walked around and just saw nothing but garbage. At least I got off to a good start yesterday. 4 bags is never enough, you know. Let's hope it gets to the point where we don't need any bags at all, if you know what I mean. No bags to get any garbage out. Maybe just clean up all the plant material. That'll be the next step. Beautiful. Lovely April sun. It's about 65 in the shade, 71 in the sun. Well, it's time to get back to work where I left off yesterday. And that pile was definitely growing. That's half a bag right there. But there's a lot more than just half a bag throughout this whole zone. I'm glad to see these hills though, these little ridges. Means that there's only going to be so much, so high, you know. But it just goes on forever around that corner. Let me do what I can today. Let me get started. This is going to take a while. Gorgeous. Look at that. Reference picture. Bam. Look at the wind blow out here. It's not going to be blowing that away. Really though. I got to carry that to a higher point. Leaving it too close to the water line is not good. Who knows how high the waters get out here though. But it's looking a whole lot better though. I think I'm tracking down every single piece. I might be missing a few. I already filled one bag though. It's already been like 35 minutes. I know it takes a long time to fill these things up. Look at all that. I'm standing right next to it. I'm going to have to organize heaven. Really. But check this disaster out right here. I'm so glad people don't come out here and step around. Imagine all the wildlife that got hurt on this thing right here. You'll never see it. And you probably still can't. And I almost stepped on that thing. I was lucky enough to see it. And when I touched it, it didn't even budge. Boy, would that ever hurt. Dang. Boy, would that ever hurt. If someone came out here exploring. Man. Look how sharp that point is, though. I remember one time down in Harris County, back at old homestead. You know, where my grandma used to live, where we grew up for about 7 years of our lives. All 3 of us out there. After the parents got divorced. There were some broken wine glasses next to the house. I forgot how they ended up there. You know, broken bottles, a few of them. And we're playing hide and seek. And I think I was tagged or something like that. And I took off running. And I slipped on some slippery leaves and stuff on a little itty bitty hill, tiny hill. Maybe it was some mud. You know, that Georgia red clay down there. I know you're probably not going to want to hear this story. You're probably not. Maybe I told it to you before. But I slipped and fell. And I tried to brace myself by putting my left hand down. But there was something stuck in the ground. Yeah. Got to find a better place for that. But there's the injury right there. That second line. You see that white line, don't you? If I can get it to focus. That second white line right there. I think I had to have like 17 stitches or something like that. That's not fun when you're like 7 years old. I still have nerve damage on it too. If I hit an edge of like a table or something like that, the whole left side of the left hand goes numb. And that was disgusting too. Let's not let that happen out here. It's too heavenly. Well, it will be soon. It's going to be a nice one for sure. Imagine if we had more pieces. Got to figure out how to put it together though. I mean, not today. Probably before the end of the summer. Orient those things, real nice. Make a sculpture in heaven, modern and contemporary. It's starting to gradually look a lot better. Not a bottle in sight. Trying to even look under the leaves and stuff like that, trying to see the reflections, the colors. I think I'll use this little tube thing right here, inner tube, to help me carry the bottles further up the hillside. I think that's the perfect idea. Let's hope there's no snakes under here. I just put this thing here yesterday. Look at that stash. But it's too close to the waters though. It is. That's quite the stash though. I can carry at least 20 in this thing right here. I don't need to be killing time when it comes to trying to clean though. But I got to get the water, not the water, but got to get the glass bottles to higher ground. Thought I saw something. I did. I missed it yesterday. Man, look how beautiful that looks. Hope they make it easier for us to get back. Looks like they're going to give us a nice little push. At least I'm making a pretty good dent. Really though. I've moved a long ways. Probably about 3 more bags worth out here. The glass is the issue, but there's 3 different issues that are major. Anything that's big is an issue. The glass is an issue. What else is an issue? There's just too much of everything out here. Oh, another thing is the bottles that have liquid in them. I gotta take the time to empty it out, which is killing time. It's weird how we haven't come across any kind of antifreeze containers yet though. Usually have to expect about 10 of those. Man, I can't wait to see this place when it's cleaned up. I mean, it's clean out there. How many goodies are out here though? I've already discovered some cool things though. This might be another one that's got something in it. Could just be sand or something, water. Add it to the pocket. Drift products. That's cool. There could be a gift inside for us. I've already collected a few things in the back pocket. Just oddball stuff. Weird looking things. Containers that I can't open until later. I mean, people lose all sorts of things out here. What the heck is that? Best Buy, April 19th, 2000. That was like a few days ago. That was just last week, basically. Add it to the pocket. But why? Definitely recoverable. One of my most recent finds about an hour ago. I've gone a long way. Looking better already. A lot better. Approaching this hill right here. So you know it should be easy, right? You might find a couple of things just sitting around. You know, like the styrofoam pieces. Tells you how high the waters could get up here. The higher it is, the older it is. If it's over 50 years old, you can't touch it. Hey, it's perfume from like 1984. Yeah. A lot of glass up here, though. I mean, the glass stash is going to be off the chain. But I'm going to have to leave it. It's a different kind of beacon, though. I mean, I told you that before. When it comes to the stuff out here, glass and plastic, and you try to make things biodegradable. You talk about a backwards, erasing of your archaeological record. What good is the plastic stuff, when it degrades away over a course of like 2 or 3, 400 years, whatever it is. That's why I told you to make things out of glass in case stuff like this happens, because I'm leaving the glass. All 500 bottles plus out of this tiny location. I don't think I'll be seeing anything this high. Oops, I dropped it. What the heck was that? Don't even know. There's a glass bottle right there. I probably set that thing there like 5 years ago when I came up here looking around, not liking what I was looking at. You're talking about half the summer up in this place. That glass bottle collection out here in heaven is going to be off the chain, really, though. It should have made everything out of glass. Come back 1,000 years from now and still find it, Hoping that it's still here, some kind of record. That's plastic. What a mess. At least I'm still going with it, though. Up to 4 bags. Might be able to get in 6 at the most. It's already like 5:45. I'm tracing the line up here to see how high the waters might have gotten. But that could have been somebody who tossed that thing up here. That's a long way for the waters to go. I mean, there's really no way. That's a deep lake for real. On the back up. So someone probably tossed that thing up here. You talk about a 2,000-year flood. But this stuff right here, man. Dang. At least it's all in one tiny location. And I don't have to go far to get it, to put it into a bag, because it's all right here, basically. A lot of flip-flops. But nothing's matching, go figure. I guess the bad part is that nobody's going to come out here and pick it up. They're going to leave that on us. And it's going to be quite the chore. Too bad they didn't do anything Da Vinci style. Like leave some kind of, message in a bottle or something like that. It's already 6:45. The heck do I get myself into? It's almost like being in a dream. I lost track of time. It's like I took a man. It's like I just took a nap. You're gonna say, Da Vinci, you probably did. You've been working so hard out there trying to clean up heaven. But of course I've been cleaning. It's getting late. Don't know how much I can accomplish for the rest of the day, for the next hour or so. I mean, I can't stay out here till dark. That's crazy with that. Totally forgot about this spot. Well, it's easy to forget because it's nothing but a stash of glass. Mostly. Which has got to be moved. Well, since time is running thin at the moment, I thought it'd be a good idea to try to gather up as much glass as I could. You know, the intact glass bottles. In one single container so I can carry them all the way over here. Man. Not that big of a mistake. Not at all. Except the bag itself weighs about 165 pounds. At least nothing's broken. Maybe a couple pieces. How big is this stash going to get? It's about time I got out of here. It's about 7:33, man. There's a big dark cloud. It's about to cover the sun for the next 45 minutes. It's going to be a long road back to the parking location. Man, I never want to end it. Never do. I think I cleaned up about 800 feet. worth of land right here. Da Vinci style. It's like the good old days. Ended it off on a high note. The high spot right here. Got to come back. No way to get that thing clean today. I'm going to have to stash the bags. I can only get 1 bag per trip, which means I got to come back 5 times minimum. Well, it's going to be more than that. Because by the time I get done cleaning, it's going to be like 15 bags. And those bags weigh a ton. At least I made a huge dent this weekend. Nothing like cleaning heaven. I know that for a fact. What's up, Angel Tree? Wouldn't that be nice to find 1,000 years from now? As long as they don't develop the land into industrial warehousing or something, condos. Who knows what you're going to find later? Toss it up deeper, like I did this one. But maybe it's not far enough. Who knows how high the waters can get later. It's a nice soul right there. Let's hope they're all nice souls, really. Dang, weekends aren't long enough, are they? Time to get out of here. Don't laugh. Let's hope it doesn't sink like the Titanic. That's a heavy load for real. It's going to be interesting trying to balance myself with my center of gravity, my weight against these heavy winds. Got to get this joker back. Got 2 bags to come back and get later. I'm going to continue this thing until it's all cleaned up, Da Vinci style. Everybody deserves something better. Ain't nothing like cleaning heaven. Hey, something looks like snow. Here goes nothing. What the heck do I get myself into? I can feel it tilting back and forth, like waving back and forth. Let's hope the winds don't push us over. But we did a good job today. We did a good job this weekend. Look, I'm paddling, but I'm not moving. That means the weight might be a little bit too much. Maybe I'm just stuck on the backside. You guys crazy. Look at that leaning. Look at that turning. I definitely got to get at least 3 back. Look at that. Look, 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 look. Look at that. This is going to be a 2-hand thing. I'm sorry. And the winds are going to be high too. How am I going to do this thing without tipping over in the water? And it's like 59 degrees. I had to throw the jacket on. Look. I guess in order for us to make it back successfully, I got to go home and do laundry. Man, I got a lot of things to do on this Sunday evening. And the main deal is to get back safely. Let's hope that they can push us forward like they were trying to push us back earlier. Look at that. Let's hope there's not going to be anybody coming down on any boats or anything like that. Only like 3 passed the entire day when I was out here cleaning. Yeah. Maybe I should just try to chill and throw on my music, and try to make it like that scene in Face Off, like the kid with the headphones in. Listen to, what song was that the kid was listening to? Over the Rainbow. So I can just concentrate on getting back safely. Let me go ahead and do that thing. Beautiful. Still a little bit of time left and a lot more space in the kayak. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I always get it. What the heck do I get myself into? People are watching. Entities are watching. Never give up when it comes to cleaning heaven. Let me go ahead and grab these things. Garbage man of heaven. I hope the beavers appreciate it. No pun intended. Let's hope this bag doesn't tip over, guys. What the heck do I get myself into? That. I wonder what people would think if they saw a guy on his kayak. You couldn't even see the kayak. You couldn't even see the guy sitting on the kayak. All you see is a black object. Thanks for the push coming back. I don't think I've ever gotten back this quick, especially with a heavy load. Thanks for the winds behind us. The plastic bags worked out perfectly getting us back quickly. Didn't know how light something heavy could be, Thanks to the winds of time, man. The winds of eternity. Getting us back in a flash. Still enough daylight left. And enough chill in here. Da Vinci style. can't believe I made it back. 7 bags total this weekend. 7 heavy, fully intact bags. Look at the center of gravity as it just tilts back and forth. I don't think I've had my legs spread this much since... Never mind. How the heck am I going to get myself out of this thing? Dang. I guess I'm going to have to spread them even more. Now, this is the main reason I try to get back early enough so I can still see something. What a shame. There's like 3 garbage bags right here all torn up. Right next to the honeysuckles too. Weird. It's almost like cheese and peanut butter crackers. You got the peanut butter right here. And you got this the cheese right here. Not a good match. Now that's a whole lot better. Welcome to heaven. Oops, I forgot something. It's hard to see in the dark. A gift for us? You shouldn't have left them empty.